Hello, beloved saints and sons and daughters of the Almighty. Thank you so much for listening. I have a question for you today. Why do we take a branch and cut it off and build a sukkah, a tabernacle, for the Feast of Tabernacles and dwell in tents for 7 days? Well, it's symbolic of our life, right? We are these branches, okay? We are these branches. Did you know that a branch, if it is not reattached to the vine, if they don't cut a hole into the vine and reattach this branch, that it will die within 7 days? It will die, it'll shrivel up, turn brown, and become firewood and dry up. And that's us, okay? We are this branch. And so we make this sukkah. We make this. It represents all the different people. We take they take an oil tree branch. They take a fruit branch. They take a olive tree branch, a willow, a myrtle tree branch, and a palm branch. This is a palm branch, and palm represents royalty. When the King Yeshua walked down or rode down on the donkey, they waved palm branches, so it represents royalty. Palm branches will be inside the millennial tabernacle on the walls, representing royalty. And so we want to be attached to Yeshua. So we are all different branches making up this church, okay? Yeshua is the head of this church. He's the head of this church tabernacle, and we are grafted in. We are grafted into the vine, which is Yeshua, when we get baptized. We get grafted into the vine. Yahweh is the root. Yeshua is the vine, and we are the branches. Without being attached to the vine, we cannot bear any fruit. Okay? So right now we are a broken off branch, and we must be grafted into the tree of life, which is Yeshua. We get grafted into Yeshua by getting baptized and starting to keep the commandments and doing holy things. So the church, the tabernacle, the vine is Yeshua. It is a temporary, though. This church is temporary. We're only on earth for 120 years. And we're grafted into this tabernacle. And we continue to thrive when we do holy things every day. Then we will be able to give out much flowers of blessings and bear much fruits and have all the fruits of the Spirit that we can hand out to people. When a tree bears fruits, it doesn't take the fruits for itself. It gives it out. Animals and humans eat the fruit. And so as a branch, we are to bear fruits and give those out and be selfless. Everything that we have should be given out. We should have flowers of blessings to others. A tree, a good branch grows flowers of blessings to others and bears much fruit: love, joy, peace, goodness, kindness, gentleness, self-control, patience, faithfulness. Okay? And so when we do that, we qualify to be in his spirit. We qualify to be in his permanent spiritual stone tabernacle, Yahweh's everlasting holy temple, his royal palace, his castle, the New Jerusalem. And we will become a stone, a spiritual stone, a spiritual stone in Yahweh's everlasting temple. And we will be next to Yeshua, who is the chief cornerstone. Okay, a cornerstone is how you build a building. When you build a building, you put one stone down, and then you lay the stones next to it, and it is completely level, and it is perfect. It's perfectly level. And Yeshua never sinned, so he's perfect. So if we follow him and abide in him, the vine, and walk as blameless and as perfect as we can, only by his strength and his power in us, then we can become spiritual stones next to the chief cornerstone in an everlasting tabernacle. And we'll get to tabernacle and dwell with Yahweh forever in eternity. So how awesome is that? So if we do good as a branch, grafting ourselves in by doing holy things and staying and being a fruitful branch, then we can qualify to be in the permanent New Jerusalem, a stone, and we won't be locked out of the gate. Yeshua is the door and the way. His stone is going to be right there at the temple. It's going to be the first stone of that temple, and the gate will be right there. We can walk right there. He's the door and the way back to the Father. Only by abiding in Him in this 120 years that we have on earth, we must remain in that vine. And if we do that, if we make it to the end without wilting, without dying, without breaking off the tree, then we will make it into the eternal tabernacle and get to dwell with Yeshua and Yahweh forever. So, and yeah, it says in 1 Corinthians 11:3, Yah is the head of Christ, Yeshua is the head over man, and man is the head over the woman. So these are coverings. Yeshua is our covering of this tabernacle. He's the head of the church. He's our covering. And so we need to stay attached to Him. And I'm just going to read this last verse in 1 Peter 2:4. 1 Peter 2:4, coming in Him, a living stone, rejected indeed by man, but chosen by Yahweh, precious. You also a living stone are built up as spiritual house, to be holy priesthood, to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh through the Messiah. 1 Peter 2:9. But you are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people of Yah's own possession, that you may proclaim the excellence of Him who called you out of darkness into His marvelous light. So stay attached to the vine. Stay always doing holy things every day, so that you may be able to get a new name on a white stone. Get Yah's name on your forehead. You will get the keys to the kingdom of heaven. You will get to enter into the gates and be able to walk on streets of gold. You get to see the city of gold, and Yeshua will make you a mansion of gold. And you will get to see Yahweh's beautiful face, and you will get to eat of the tree of life that has a different fruit every month. And you will qualify to be in the kingdom forever. Hallelujah. And you'll get to see Yahweh's beautiful face and be surrounded by His everlasting light that never ends. There will be no darkness, only light and His love. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Praise Yahweh. Happy Sukkot. Happy Feast of Tabernacles.